Hey everyone, so today, today is a cleanup day. All right, I know it's a lot that's been going on here in these past two particular lessons. So, our focus is here on lesson number 6. All right, we got a lesson 6. We've had a lesson 6 day 2 that we've been working on the past 2 days. So, I am going to grab a few of these problems and talk you through them there. So, one, either you've got them done, you're getting a more thorough explanation, a reminder, you're making adjustments to them, or you haven't done them, so then you can follow along with me here. So I'm going to start with the lesson 6. All right. And yeah, let's get into it here. So I'm going to, lesson 6, problem 6 is actually I'm going to look at. This is something I will not do to you guys, but I do want you to see it's something to be aware of. We don't use mixed numbers with our variables. And if you look at question number 6, that's exactly what's going on here. It says 2 and divided by 2, 2 and n halves if you want to. It's just not something we do. It's awkward to say. As I've been pushing improper fractions on you guys. They're fine. I know in elementary school they weren't, but people, they are. They're good to make your life easier here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to rewrite it. Now, again, things we want to keep in mind. There really is a number in front of that n that's there. There is someone there. Yeah, how many n's are there? Well, yeah, there's one. So when you go ahead and convert it, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Yeah, so that's a 5n divided by 2. All right. Again, you're going to be given 5 halves n. We're not going to make it, but it's something to be aware of. So as I look at all these guys, do I have like terms with all of them? I do. They've all got that variable n that's there. So we're going to do a common denominator with all 3 of them here. I see an 8, a 4, and a 2. So let's use an 8. All right. So nothing's changing in the first one. So nothing's changing in the numerator. And the second one, you had to multiply by a 2. So n times 2, 2n. And in the third one, to get from the 2 to the 8, you got to multiply by 4. So 5n times 4, 20n. All right, they're all like terms. So let's just add 3n minus 2n, 1n. 1n plus 20n, 21n. Over your 8, you're done. Show's over. All right. Let's go after someone like question. Question number 9. All right. Now again, people, there's a lot that's going on here, but we do have to understand our fractions. They don't go away, especially the multiplying with them. You'll spend units at a time with these fractions as you get into algebra 1. So again, it's not like we're just seeing it one time and we're done with it, never do it again. No. We're going to be seeing it, which is why we start now with them. Okay, so again, I see the mixed number now in proper fraction. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. So 14 over 5. The other thing I notice here is I've got a number up against parentheses, which means the distributive property. But that's just not a 2/3. That is a negative 2/3. I need to multiply it to everyone that's there. So negative 2/3 times 4v. Well, okay, if you need to, come off to the side. Negative 2/3 times 4v. I'm going to fraction like we've been doing. I'm looking for cross division. I don't see any. So I multiply across. Negative 8b over 3. That's it. Some people will just kind of do it right here and then multiply across. That's fine. If I look at the last one, it's the 1 and 1/6. Now, again, I'm going to need an improper fraction here. So that's 7/6 multiply 6 times 1, add 1 on. And again, I'm multiplying it by a negative 2/3. I could do cross division, or I could multiply across and simplify. We've been advertising the cross division. I'm going to support that. Divide them both by 2. So when I multiply across, I get negative 7/9. And now we're ready to go. I can only combine these guys together because they both have those v's. So I'm not worried about the 9 in my common denominator, only the 5 and the 3. Go after it. 5 times 3 is 15. Ooh, 14 times 3. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 42. Yeah, there we go. Again, if you need to go off to the side, that's fine. 42. My goodness, that's 42. And on the other one, we'll multiply by a 5. So that one's a lot nicer. That's 8 times 5, which is your 40. 40V. All right, so 42V minus 40V. 2V. Yeah, here we go. So I got a 2. I've got a V. I got a fraction bar. I've got a 15. And don't forget about this guy all the way over here. I got a minus 7. There we go. We're done. Show's over. Can't combine those guys together. All right. Let's do question number 12 down here as well. Because this one's a much faster one. It also pulls back to something we saw in a previous lesson. Yes, distributed property, because it's up against parentheses. So again, recognition. And remember, taking a fifth of something is the exact same thing as divided by 5. So 5 divided by 5, 1. So it's just a 1x. So remember, when it is a 1x, we just put the x down. 15 divided by 5, 3. And that minus 2x is outside the parentheses, so it just comes along for the ride. Now, again, if you'd like to, we're not at the answer yet. I don't see anything wrong with sneaking the 1 in there. So now when you combine the positive 1 with negative 2, you get the negative x minus 3. Again, could you say negative 1x? It's okay, people. You're learning. It's fine. It's fine. But at the same time, we do want to start learning your good math manners there. All right. Let's see what else is in here. The day 2 one. How about question number 5? All right. Okay. We need common denominators. Okay. They've all got the F's that are in there, so we're fine here. So okay, all right. A 5, a 3, a 6. What do you want to use? How about 30? Yeah, let's use 30 then. And again, a lot of writing that goes on here. So go ahead, people. Create some spacious lanes to be working with here. All right. You're going to have to multiply by a 6. So all of this has to get multiplied by 6. So 6 times 1, 6. 6 times. All right. Now, here's the thing. We've talked about we can't use that subtraction sign twice. And I would encourage you to use it right at the beginning. So even though I've got it down right there, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to get rid of it because I'm about to use it with distributive property. I got to multiply by a 10, but it's really a negative 10 because that's a subtraction sign. So I can't use the negative up there and then use it down here. Once I use it, it's done, and I'm encouraging you to use it right at the beginning. So negative 10 times 1, a negative 10 times an F. And then the last one, I got to multiply by 5. So I've got to multiply all of this by 5. 5 times 3 is 16 minus 5. Oh my God. Let's try that again. Rewind. Rewind. 5 times 3 is a 15. 5 times an F, 5F. All right. So now we're all combining like terms. So one of the things that people actually end up doing here is they just kind of, they just kind of realize it's one big old sign that's there. And they realize that we're just going to use that common denominator. So again, if this helps you out, absolutely jump on this train. All right. Let's combine the letter F's first. So I see a positive 6x. F, excuse me, I see a negative 10F. So I'm at negative 4. And negative 4 combined with a negative 5, negative 9F. Combining my whole numbers, I've got a 6 combined with a negative 10. So that's a negative 4. Negative 4 combined with a positive 15. That's 11. All over. Again, there's a lot here. Okay, so things you want to take away from people, don't beat yourself up on these problems. I don't want you spending 3 hours doing these problems. If you've got it, you don't have them all done, okay. Um, you're going to want about half of them done. That's my recommendation. Now, can you do all of them? Absolutely. You know where you're at or not. You know if you need to do another one for practice, that's there. You know if you don't understand it, you got to do another one just to kind of make yourself. But again, at the same time, I don't want to overload you. So as long as you got at least half of them done, so if we're looking at each page, all right, as long as half the page is done, you're in a good spot, I think, there. At least half, all right? Here, at least half. Right here, at least half. I think you're good. Again, you know, though, if you need to, like, yeah, maybe try another one here. I'm not quite exactly sure. Again, a lot of self-reflection that's going on here, people. Okay, that's what you got going on here today. Get that classwork. Let me know if I can help you out in any way. Take care.